Could be. Here's a letter from Hooterville, and it's for you.
I bet it's from your sweetie, Sam Drucker.
Sam Drucker ain't my sweetie. He's crazy, mad, head over heels, desperate, in love with me. But, oh, it ain't from my sweetie. I mean, Mr. Drucker. It's from Betty, Joe, and Steve. And here's a picture of the baby. Look, ain't that a purty family?
It is for a fact.
Looks like they celebrating the baby's first birthday.
Land sakes, it don't seem a year that I doctored the little darling.
I'm sure it does fly. She's probably toddling around by now.
I'd love to see her.
Me too, and all the other folks at Petticoat Junction.
Same here. Why don't we just haul off and go?
Oh,
Ladies, please. I know I'm an exciting thing to see, but get a hold of yourself. Uncle Jed, ain't this uniform something? Drives women wild. Even my own kids.
They was cheering something else.
That's the truth. I am something else.
Will you be quiet loud now?
Uh-oh. You done sassed a 4-star general. I might just throw down on you with a court-martial.
You ain't gonna throw a...
Now, stop your squabbling. I'm going to get packed and ready to go. The rest you do the same quick as you can.
What's he talking about? Go where?
to Hooterville.
To see the folks at Petticoat Junction.
That's what we was cheering about.
Yeah, we wasn't cheering you, General Lunkhead.
Now watch it, civilian. That's your second offense. One more and you're in real big trouble.
Jethro, why don't you go change so we can leave?
Change? I paid a whole week's rent on this uniform. I still got 6 days to go.
Well, ain't you supposed to join the Air Force and then get a uniform?
No. They might start me out as a colonel or something. General gets a heap more pay.
Well, I guess you know what you're doing.
Well, if he does, it'll be the first time.
Number 3. Now you're going to find out what happens when you insult General Buzz Bodine.
What's buzz mean?
Buzzard, what else?
That tore it. Now hear this. Your leaves is canceled, your liberties is withdrawn, and quick as you fix my breakfast, you're going to march 20 miles with a full pack.
Says who?
Says United States Air Force. The Air Force backs me up, and the Air Force gives me authority.
Well, then let the Air Force give you breakfast.
Hey, you take this skillet and get busy. Now, that is a direct order.
Jethro, if I was you, I wouldn't...
What do you say now, General?
Reckon that'll teach you a lesson. You done ruined a good skillet.
Well, I see you're all ready to go.
Very nice of you folks to drive us to the airport.
Our pleasure, our pleasure.
To drive there, you wouldn't have to leave your bank.
Oh, that's all right, as long as you don't leave my bank. What? You don't plan to stay in Hooterville long, do you?
Oh, no, just a visit. Granny, LMA, come on, our ride's here.
Oh, Mr. Climate, don't pick up those bags. You could hurt your back. Miss Hathaway?
Oh, shucks, they ain't heavy.
Where's Jethro?
Oh, he went out to the Air Force base for breakfast and didn't come back.
Yeah, they probably never tried to feed a four-stomached general before.
You mean to say Jethro wore that general's uniform?
That and a lump on his head.
Granny, they may just keep him out there at that Air Force base.
Not the way he eats. Come on, Jed, let's get going.
Aren't you concerned about Jethro?
Oh, he knows how to get to Hooterville.
Sam?
Did you look at that? Yeah, I heard it.
By golly, Howard, that's one of those military helicopters.
It is?
Yeah. And there's a general getting out. And he's heading this way.
You reckon we're being invaded?
I don't think so. You don't usually find a general leading an invasion.
Thanks a lot. Roger, we're going out.
Hey, look at those ribbons. And 4 stars. That's an important man.
At ease, civilians. Here. Have a cigar.
Well, thank you, General.
Thank you. You're welcome. Air Force give me a whole pocket full of them. Give me the sunglasses, too. Real nice bunch of fellas. Went out to this Air Force base for breakfast. Happened to mention I'd like to go to Hooterville. Man, you should have seen them fellers jumping around. Snapping salutes like they was brushing flies. Offered me my own plane. I'd have took it, except for one thing.
What's that?
Don't know how to fly.
You don't know how to fly?
Not yet, but I'm fixing to learn. They such a nice bunch of fellas, I'm thinking on joining up.
You're thinking of joining?
That's right.
Where'd you get that uniform?
At a costume company in Hollywood.
Wait a minute. Ain't you Jethro Bodine?
I used to be. Now I'm Buzz Bodine. Right at the Pentagon.
Jethro, you know what you can get for wearing a general's uniform?
Well, not exactly, but I bet it's plenty. Oh, here comes my train. I'm going to the Shady Rest Hotel and get that there fellow Steve Elliott. Give me flying lessons.
Well, Jethro, I wouldn't wear that uniform.
I don't blame you. Wouldn't come close to fitting you.
Steve, a general. Hughes Airport?
Yeah, it was Uncle Joe's idea. He thought Mr. Hughes would be so flattered he'd lower the rent.
Did he?
Well, when it was Hughes pasture, I was paying $18 a month. Now that it's Hughes Airport, he's raised it to $25.
Good old Uncle Joe.
What'd you start to say about a general?
Oh, yes. There's an Air Force general at the Shady Rest.
You're kidding.
He has 4 stars. Is that a general?
Boy, is that a general.
No. This is a chance for you to make some extra money.
Oh,
Well, he wants you to give him flying lessons.
a 4-star Air Force general? And he wants me to give him flying lessons?
That's what he said. Isn't it thrilling?
It's crazy, that's what it is.
What?
Honey, I was in the Air Force for 5 years. I didn't even see a 4-star general.
Well, you'll be nice to him, won't you?
Nice to him. I'll shine his shoes, draw his bath, and serve him breakfast in bed. But why would a 4-star general come to an out-of-the-way place like this?
I told you. He wants you to give him flying lessons.
Oh, honey, somebody's joking.
Do generals joke a lot?
No, I've heard that they don't.
Oh, well, you can ask him yourself. Here he comes.
That really is a 4-star Air Force general.
Now, don't forget to be nice.
Don't worry. How do I look?
Terrible.
Thanks. General, sir, this is a great honor. I believe you met my wife.
Betty.
Yes, sir, Betty. And I'm her husband.
Steve.
Yes, sir. That's right. Betty, Steve. That is Steve and Betty. We're the Elliots.
I haven't seen my husband this nervous since we had a baby.
Yes, sir, that's true. We did have a baby. Oh, not while we were in the Air Force. That is to say, I was in the Air Force, not my wife. You see, she's a girl, so she... Sir, my wife tells me that you want me to give you flying lessons. I realize, of course, that the general's joking.
Nope.
You want me to give you flying lessons?
Yep.
See, Steve, I told you.
He don't catch on to things too quick, does he? Come on, boy. Let's get on up there and wild blue yonder it.
Where have I heard that voice before?
He said he was called the pride of the Pentagon. Maybe it was there.
Somehow that voice doesn't have the ring of the Pentagon.
Hey, where's the starter?
It's beginning to come to me.
Me too.
Hey, how do you start this rascal?
The engine's inoperative.
Well, let's fly over there and get it.
Jethro. Jethro, what do you think you're doing?
Learning to fly so I can join the Air Force.
Do you know what you could get for wearing a general's uniform?
Everybody asks me that. Must be a bundle.
What you could get is the federal pin.
No thanks, no pen. Uncle Jed don't want me fooling with nothing sharp.
Jethro, let me explain it to you.
Lots of luck.
Thanks for the jitney ride, Andy. I'll get the bag.
Please go and take the train out to the Shady Rest Hotel.
Give our best to
Bye, Andy. Andy don't say much, does he?
No, but when he does, it sure ain't worth listening to.
Hi there, Mr. Drucker.
Well, Ellie Mae and Granny.
Hello, Sam.
Howdy, Sam.
Well, Mr. Clampett.
Ah, Jed.
Jed. Jed, Granny, Ellie Mae, I'd like you to meet my friend Howard Hughes.
Oh, hi, Mr. Hughes.
Howdy, young lady.
Proud to meet you.
Pleasure's all mine, ma'am.
Any friend of Sam's is a friend of ours.
Well, thank you.
Oh, Mr. Drucker, you got a new cat.
Yeah, I call her Marmalade.
Howdy there, Marmalade. You sure are pretty.
Jed Clampett's fella I was telling you about, Howard, struck oil on his land back in the hills.
I wish it'd happen to me.
Howard's biggest landowner in these parts.
Do tell.
What have you got on your land?
Well, last year, I had a flood. And the year before that, a drought.
Don't let him fool you. He does all right. He raises barley, corn, rye.
You can make good stuff out of them.
Granny.
I mean stuff like bread.
Sure you do.
If you ever happen to come by my place, drop in. I'll give you 3 fingers of bread.
What did he mean, Jed?
There's our train to the Shady Rest.
Hey, Jethro's already out there.
Jethro's in Hooterville?
Yeah, came in a few hours ago. Was wearing an Air Force general's uniform. Said he was going out there and get Steve Elliott to give him flying lessons.
I'll go out and flag down the cannonball.
Sam, I think I'll go out to the Shady Rest with the Clampetts. I want to talk to Steve about a rent on Hughes Airport.
Okay, Howard, we can finish our game later.
What a darling baby.
Cutest I ever did see.
Can I hold her there, Joe? Oh, sure you can, Ellie.
And now be careful, Ellie. That's not one of your critters.
I love Granny.
Look at that. Ellie and that young'un take to each other real natural.
Oh, Jed, wouldn't it be nice if Ellie had a baby of her own?
Yeah, but first it'd be nice if you had a husband of her own.
Come on, Jethro, you look just fine.
Uncle Joe ain't exactly a snappy dresser.
Believe me, it's safer than wearing a general's uniform.
Boy, what a come down. From Pride of the Pentagon to a Hooterville hick. Hey, you're still going to give me flying lessons, though, aren't you, Steve?
Oh, I'd like to, Jethro, if I had a safe plane, but that old crate of mine is falling apart.
Would you like a new airplane?
Would my wife like a mink coat?
I'll go ask her.
Forget it.
Well, that's okay. My Uncle Jed's got $90 million. Hey, Uncle Jed, can I see you for a minute?
You're right there.
And I'll have some money of my own, too, now that I'm a retired general. Well, ain't I entitled to a pension?
I wouldn't put in for it if I were you.
Steve, that's a mighty fine little baby. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Clampett.
Hey, Uncle Jed, would you buy Steve a new airplane?
You need one?
Well, yes, sir, but I don't expect you to. I mean, that is, we'd pay you back, naturally.
We?
Well, Uncle Joe and I are sort of in business together. What he calls Carson Elliott Enterprises. We have this crop dusting service.
Say, Steve, I'd like to talk to you about the rent on Hughes Airport.
Could you talk to Uncle Joe?
Yeah, if I could find him, but he always hides comes first of the month.
See, we keep our plane in Mr. Hughes' pasture.
Airport.
Yeah.
You hurting for rent, Steve?
Oh, I'm hurting for everything, Mr. Clampett. My plane's in pieces, and we work out of this broken-down shack.
Airport terminal.
Yeah.
I got an idea. Why don't we all go over to the pasture? Airport, and look things over.
Fine.
Hey, I'll go along. You all can use the expert advice of a retired Air Force general.
Oh, where are you going?
We're going to oversee Steve's crop dusting airplane.
He does crops with an airplane?
Yeah, you see, Granny, you fly real low over a field. And
Steve, I'll explain to her. She don't understand aeronautics like I do. You see, Granny, airplane's got a fan out front called a propeller. It spins around and makes a big wind. Understand? Well, anyway, Steve flies low over the fields, and the wind blows the dust off the crops. That's what you call crop dust.
Beautiful, General. Mr. Clampett, if you like the idea of buying out Uncle Joe, I'm sure he'll be amenable.
Well, I don't want to get him riled.
What I mean is I think he'd like it. And we could call the new company Clampett Elliott Enterprises.
Wait a minute. I want in on that. After all, this here is my pasture. Airport.
That's fine with me.
Me too.
Sam Drucker says that everything this here man touches turns to gold.
Well, I guess it's just a question of making the financial arrangements.
Well, why don't I call my banker, Mr. Drysdale, and have him to handle it?
Nearest phone's Drucker's store. I'll go flag the train.
Good. Where's Jethro?
Oh, looks like he's checking out my plane. I'll get it. Jethro?
Yeah?
This is impossible. There's no opening between those two cockpits.
There is now.
Well, listen, we're going over to Drucker's store to call Mr. Drysdale. Get out.
I wish I could, but I'm stuck.
Jethro, when the Air Force lost you, they lost a great general.
Thanks. Will you please help me get out of here?
Mr. Clampett, you and Mr. Hughes go ahead and catch the train. This may take a while.
Yes, operator, I understand. Thank you very much. Bye. Well, I'm sorry, Chief. There's no telephone at the Shady Rest Hotel in Hooterville.
Oh, fine. We've lost touch with our largest depositor. $90 million can go down the drain like that.
$90 million is safe. It's here in your bank.
All Jed Clampett has to do is write one check and this bank becomes a parking lot.
Hello? Yes, just a moment. It's Hooterville calling.
Don't accept it. It's disaster. It's bad news.
What's that, Mr. Clampett? You're buying Carson Elliott Enterprises.
I told you, there it is. Doomed. We're a parking lot. He's blown $90 million.
Did I understand you correctly, Mr. Clampett? You're going into business with a man named Howard Hughes?
Hang up. I don't want to. Howard Hughes? Give me that phone.
Mr. Clampett, it's me, your friendly banker.
Well, howdy, Mr. Drysdale. Yes, sir, that's his name, Howard Hughes. I met him down here in Hooterville. He's the biggest landowner in these parts.
I thought most of his land was in Vegas.
Well, it might be, but part of it is in corn and barley. And then, of course, there's a Hughes Airport.
Mr. Clampett, could you describe Mr. Hughes to me?
Well, yeah, he's right here. He's, I'd say he's a kind of a ordinary-looking fella. Kind of tall, lanky. He's got on an old shirt, a pair of work pants, and some old faded sneakers.
It's him! It's him! Howard Hughes, the billionaire.
Wouldn't you know that he and Jed Clampett would get together? Money goes to money. You've heard me say that 100 times.
No, I haven't.
You will.
Mr. Clampett, do you think Mr. Hughes will agree to do business with my bank?
Well, hold on, I'll ask him. Howard, you mind doing business with Mr. Drysdale's bank?
Jed, if it's okay with you, it's okay with me.
Howard says...
I heard him! I heard him! What a beautiful voice! Like an angel.
Seems kind of ordinary to me. But anyway, Howard and me is going in the airline business. Would you handle a financial arrangement?
I'll be there on the first plane, and don't let Mr. Hughes out of your sight.
Okay. Okay. Yeah? Okay. Bye. Never hear that man so excited. He says you got a very famous name, Howard.
Well, that ought to be famous. I've been selling corn, barley, and rye in this valley for over 30 years.
Hey, come on, Jed. He's too good for me.
Sit right down there, Mr. Clampett. What do you prefer, reds or blacks?
Well, I'll take the ones on this side here.
All right.
It's no use, Jethro. I can't get you out of there.
Hey, where you going, Steve?
To get a saw.
Hey, oh no! Not that! Take me out of here in one piece!
Please, stay down.
Black hat, black boots, black belt. Bad news for the bad guys. Walker, Texas Ranger. Weeknights at 6 on the Hallmark Channel.
They found a bone, a human bone, and I just found the rest of the body. A body.
From the Hallmark Hall of Fame collection.
We have an explosive case here.
Comes a secret too dark to uncover. The Runaway, Tuesday night at 9 on Hallmark Channel.
Come back now. Here.
Betty Jo, ain't you going over to the flying field?
Yes, Granny, but I can't leave until I have someone to take care of the baby.
Oh, Ellie will do it. Ellie Mae! This is a big day for your husband. Getting a new crop dusting plane.
Yes, I know. We're both so grateful to Mr. Clampett for putting up the money.
Well, now, don't you forget, Howard Hughes is furnishing the landing pasture.
He likes it called Hughes Airport now. Anyhow, Steve and I are grateful to both men. Maybe now Kathy Jo can go to college.
At her age. My, what a smart young woman.
What you want, Granny?
Betty and me is going over to Hughes pasture.
Airport.
Yeah. Will you take care of this little darling whilst we're going?
I sure will.
The baby, Ellie, the baby.
Oh.
She is critter happy. She don't know a puppy from a baby.
Oh, they're both cute. I'll get my jacket.
Now, you take good care of her. It's dandy training for you, and... Who's that coming down the stairs?
That's Jethro.
How do you like my outfit? Had to go clean to Riverdale to get it.
What's it for?
Huh?
What's it for?
For flying. I'm a pilot now, and quick as we get to the airport, I'll take you for a spin.
Jethro, you ain't had your first flying lesson yet.
Yeah, I'll have that, and then I'll take you for a spin. Well, come on. Sam Drucker's waiting to take my picture for his newspaper.
Your picture? If he takes anybody's, it'll be Granny's. Her and Sam Drucker's sweetheart.
Oh, don't say it, Ellie.
Well, it's the truth, ain't it?
Yeah, but don't say it. It might get back to Mr. Hughes, and I think he's got eyes for me, too.
What were you saying about Mr. Hughes, Granny?
Well, I was saying that Sam Drucker and Howard Hughes is both sweet on me, and I don't know which one to favor.
Mr. Hughes is married.
I think I'm going to favor Sam.
All right, fellas, now let's get a shot of the three of you in front of the shack. Now, for the front page, Jed, you and Howard be shaking hands.
Sam, ain't you making an awful big thing out of this?
Well, it is a big thing, Jed. Oil millionaire and land baron get together to start an airline?
Well, we just buying Steve a new crop dusting plane.
And giving him a new hangar.
Hey, no kidding, Mr. Hughes? A new hangar?
Well, what it is just an old hay barn, but when you keep a plane in it, that makes it a hangar.
Fellas, settle that later. I'm holding the presses. Now, shake hands and look important.
I still say you're trying to make too much out of it.
Jed, if it wasn't a big, important deal, would that Beverly Hills banker be flying out here to handle it?
He did seem kind of excited when he heard that Mr. Hughes was in on it. All right, Howard. Let's shake hands and try to look important.
It's the financial coup of the century. Howard Hughes and Jed Clampett. I'll get a profile shot. And I'm handling the whole deal. Okay, that's enough pictures. Send those to the Banker's Journal. They can select one for the front page. Let them know I'll be available for personal interviews as soon as I return from Hooterville.
Right, Chief.
I'll go in and change to my meeting Howard Hughes outfit.
You have a special outfit just to meet Mr. Hughes?
Well, of course, this is much too formal. Oh, meantime, you rehearse the girls' trio in that song I wrote.
Oh, Chief, please, drop the idea of taking the girls' trio. I beg you.
Rehearse them.
That's the outfit you're going to wear to meet Howard Hughes?
Well, he's a casual, informal man. He's going to meet a casual, informal banker. Now let's hear the girls' trio.
Oh, Chief, please, not that corny song.
What do you mean, corny? It's beautiful. I wrote it. Now, let's hear the trio.
Girls.
Howard Hughes, we love you. Did we do, oh Howard Hughes? You are our special favorite billionaire.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Just great. Now, girls, finish with the turn like you will for Mr. Hughes.
How crudely commercial. The Commerce Bank of Beverly Hills.
BH stands for Beautiful Howard.
Well, isn't Mr. Clampett going to feel rather left out?
Not at all. I haven't forgotten anyone.
Okay, fellas?
Reckon the three of us can push it?
Sure, it ain't fair.
Hey, fellas, am I in time?
Just in time, Jethro. Grab a hold and commence pushing.
I mean in time for a picture.
I'll ask. Hey, Sam, you want a picture of Jethro pushing?
No, thanks.
Come on, boy.
Hey, Uncle Jet. How's an aviator? Aviators don't push planes. We aviate them. How soon I get my first lesson, Steve?
Just as soon as we get this old crate pushed into the hay barn and hangar, and I get the engine back together.
Okay.
Just push it, Jethro. Don't carry it.
Hey, Steve, I see Betty Joe coming. Is it all right with you if I take a couple of cheesecake shots?
Yeah, that's fine.
You know, that leg art really sells papers, especially in big cities like Pixley and Blue Spring.
Yeah, well, it's fine with me, sir.
I think we're too late, Granny.
Oh, no, you're not. You're just in time for a cheesecake picture.
What's that?
Well, that Granny is newspaper talk for having a pretty girl sit on this bench, cross her knees, and show her beautiful legs.
Sam, you old rascal. I wouldn't do this for nobody but you.
All right, Mr. Parker. Now, I want you to take the truckload of gifts and flowers and champagne and all that stuff directly to the Shady Rest Hotel. We'll ride up there on the train. Girls, let's go into Mr. Drucker's store. Where's Miss Hathaway?
Well, she's still in the car.
Miss Hathaway, come out of there.
Must I?
You must.
You're ridiculous.
Don't be silly. A casual banker has a casual secretary.
But I look so completely unfeminine.
No, you look fine. Just as feminine as can be. Come on. Hello, Mr. Drucker. Milburn Drysdale.
Oh, Mr. Drysdale, how are you?
Fine, fine.
I don't believe I've met this gentleman.
I am Miss Jane Hathaway.
Oh, Miss Hathaway, I'm sorry. I didn't recognize you. You look so,
Feminine?
No. Oh, yeah, that's it.
And these lovely young ladies are the Commerce Bank's singing secretaries.
Well, it's a real pleasure.
You haven't heard their song.
Oh, say, Mr. Drysdale, you'd be interested in this. I just took it off the press. It's a proof sheet of the extra I'm getting out. See, there's Jed Clampett and Howard Hughes shaking hands on their merger.
Girls, feast your eyes on two of the most beautiful men in the world. Are those two beautiful men?
Well, Jed ain't so bad looking, but I sure wouldn't call Howard a beautiful man.
Believe me, he's beautiful. Who took this picture?
I did.
Well, that is a signal honor. Mr. Hughes hardly ever allows his picture to be taken.
Can you blame him?
Mr. Drucker, please show some respect. Mr. Hughes is a very important man.
Oh, I know that. Say, he and Jed sure did hit it off. Why, them two just met, and already they're closer than two hogs in a mud waller.
Mr. Drucker, please do not refer to these two men as hogs. They're lions, tigers, monarchs of the financial jungle.
Okay, I guess I'm just a simple country boy.
Girls, there's the train to the Shady Rest Hotel.
Oh, Mr. Drucker, when we get settled in, I'd like to go over and see the Hughes Airport. I'll bet it's beautiful.
Well, if you think Howard's beautiful, you'll likely think his airport is, too. See y'all later.
Holy smoke! What in the world?
Oh, hi there, Betty Joe. I'm just fixing to feed the baby.
Ellie, what is all this? Where did it come from?
Oh, from Mr. Drysdale. A great big truck pulled up and unloaded just a few minutes ago.
I've never seen so many beautiful flowers.
Shucks, that's nothing. Wait till you see the mink coats he sent for you and the baby.
Mink coats?
Right yonder.
Oh. Who did you say sent these?
Paul's banker, Mr. Drysdale.
Oh, what's the matter, darling?
She's hungry. I'll feed her. That's the bottle.
Who's helping you?
Him. Come on, boy. Give the baby her bottle.
Ellie Mae, that's not very sanitary.
Well, he's been toting it around for an hour and it ain't hurt him.
I'll feed the baby.
Can I help?
Yeah. You can feed the dog.
Come on, boy.
Well, doggy, look at all this stuff.
Jed, when Sam Drucker caught you, he don't fool around.
Sam sent all this?
Who else? Howard Hughes is married. Oh, look, Jed. A hair coat.
Here's another one. Well, it looks like someone put this through the wash and shrunk it.
That's a man for you.
Land's sakes, what's all this?
It's a token of Sam Drucker's love and affection.
Sam splurged for all this?
He's crazy, head over heels mad for me, Howie. Plumb out of his mind.
That's the truth.
I bet you're sorry you got a wife.
That's the truth, too.
Sure would like to meet your wife, Howie.
Oh, you wouldn't, Jed. That is the nagginest woman that ever lived. She's the reason I got so much land.
What you mean?
So as I can hide from her.
Well, howdy there, everybody.
Ellie Mae, where's the baby?
In the kitchen with Betty Joe. Oh, Mr. Hughes, your wife was here looking for you.
See what I mean, Jed?
Well, she says the beavers has dammed up the creek again, and it's commencing to flood the South 40.
I'll go with you and help sluice it, Howie.
Can I go too, Paul?
How about it, Howie?
Well, as long as my wife don't see her, that woman is so jealous, it is simple.
I'll put on my blue jeans and an old hat.
Okay, we can use the help.
Don't be scared, Jethro. I ain't scared, Stevie boy. Open her up. Give her the gun. Hang on now, I'm going to full throttle. I'm ready, Steve. Let her zoom.
No use, Jethro. I can't get her out of the hangar.
Hey! Pretty impressive display, huh?
Oh, yes. Come on over there. Chief, you must have spent a fortune.
Not spent, invested. Have you any idea what the Hughes, Clampett, Elliott Airlines could mushroom into?
Is that what you're going to call it?
Well, maybe it should be Clampett, Hughes, Elliott.
That is a problem. Whose name to put first?
I've got it. We'll call it Drysdale Airlines.
Well, look who's here. Howdy, girl.
Hi, Granny.
Mr. Drysdale and Miss Jane.
Hello, Granny.
Why, you look like you're all dressed to go crawdad hunting.
Oh, Chief, may I please go and change my clothes?
Oh, all right. Go ahead.
May we go along and freshen up, too?
Okay, okay.
Oh,
Sure brought along a slew of secretaries.
Well, there'll be lots of paperwork. By the way, where's Mr. Clampett, Mr. Hughes, and Mr. Elliott?
Well, Steve is giving Jethro a flying lesson. And Jed and Howard is over to Mr. Hughes's dam.
He has his own dam as well as his own airport?
That goomer has got everything.
Well, howdy, Mr. Drydale. Mr. Clampett, I'm so glad to see you. Oh, and this gentleman can only be the legendary, the immortal, the famous Howard Hughes.
Right now, I'm the muddy Howard Hughes.
Been working on Howard's dam. Beautiful, beautiful men. That's what you are. Kings of all you survey. But you haven't lost the common touch.
You're dressed kind of unusual, Mr. Drydale.
Well, I want to show you that I, too, have the common touch.
I'd like to wear some of mine off, too.
Oh, Mr. Clampett, if you don't mind, I would like to speak to Mr. Hughes for a moment. I've looked forward to this for such a long time.
Sorry with me, it was all right with Howard.
Mr. Hughes, I can't tell you what a thrill this is, meeting a man like you.
No fooling. Sorry I'm such a mess. Oh, my sneakers is getting real all muddy.
Oh, I'll clean them for you.
Don't wipe them on yourself.
It's an honor to wear your mud.
If you ain't the most accommodating banker I ever met.
Oh, you haven't seen anything yet. Oh, here, let me pour you some champagne.
Now, if she gets the croup, you take some possum grease and mix it with cocoon root and rub it on her chest. And for the colic, you boil some Jimson weed and add some...
Oh, come in, Mrs. Hughes.
Where's that no-good husband of mine?
Oh, I still haven't seen him. Oh, Granny, this is Mrs. Howard Hughes.
Howdy.
Hiya. Are you sure you haven't seen my Howie?
Not since this morning.
That scoundrel's up to no good. He's never stayed away from home this long before.
Maybe he'll be along pretty soon. Why don't you sit down and have a cup of coffee and something to eat?
Yeah, I'll fix you something.
Who can think about food when my husband's out chasing around? What have you got?
Well, we've got turkey and ham.
Maybe I'll have a little bite just to keep up my strength.
There you are. Be comfortable. And now a little more champagne. Oh, Miss Hathaway, girls, come meet the fabulous Howard Hughes. No. Don't get up. They're just secretaries. And they have a surprise for you. All right, girls, do the song for Mr. Hughes.
Howard Hughes, we love you. Did we do, oh, Howard Hughes?
Extra. Get your Hooterville World Guardian. Hot off the press. Extra.
Okay. My singing secretaries are about to serenade Mr. Hughes. All right, girls, start again.
Howard Hughes, we love you. Did we do, oh, Howard Hughes? You are our special favorite.
Hey, everybody. I just had my first flying lesson. How much you call an ace?
Jethro.
Yeah, Steve said tomorrow he's actually going up in the air.
What?
Hey, girls. How would you like me to take you for a moonlight plane ride tonight?
Jethro, go wait in the kitchen.
And leave these pretty girls.
There's food in the kitchen.
See you later, girls.
All right, once again, but let's be a bit more friendly this time. Mr. Hughes is an informal man. All right, get right over here. Sit on this side, back, over that side here. There, that's better. Are you comfortable, Mr. Hughes?
I ain't complaining.
Miss Hathaway.
Howard Hughes, we love you. Did we do, oh, Howard Hughes? You are our special favorite.
What's going on in here?
Who's that old bat?
That old bat is Howard's wife.
Mrs. Hughes, this is a rare treat. Your husband has told me so much about you.
I'll get him for that.
Now, permit me to introduce myself. I'm Milburn Drysdale, the Beverly Hills banker. Now, I'm going to handle all...
You don't look like no Beverly Hills banker to me.
Well, I'm casually dressed because your husband is a casual dresser.
My husband is a slob.
Steve, is your plane running?
Yeah, I just got it fixed.
Let's go.
Where to?
Let's try for South America.
Come back here, you worm!
Steve, go after her. Stop her.
Are you kidding? The Green Bay Packers couldn't stop her.
This won't change our plans for the new airline, will it?
Well, it's just one little detail. We'll have to call it Hughes Memorial Airport.
Memorial? Why?
She just caught him.
Now, will you look at my extra?
Oh, yeah, Sam. What's this? Hey, that's great.
Great. He misspelled Hughes.
I did not.
Howard Hughes, the billionaire, does not spell his name H-E-W-E-S.
Well, maybe not, but Howard Hughes, the farmer, does.
Sam, take my picture.
Chief, what are you doing?
And Miss Hathaway, send them to the insurance company. Maybe I can recoup some of my losses.
You want me to shoot you like that?
That's an even better idea. Steve, get him a gun.
Weeknights on Hallmark. Watch great stories
I'm an angel.
and witness the miracles. Touched by an Angel. Weeknights at 8 on the Hallmark Channel. Next Rough and Ready weekend, we're dropping names like they're dropping the hammer. Duvall, Jones, Garner, Spacek, Glover, Schroeder, Arquette, Buscemi. The Rough and Ready weekend, all next weekend, only on Hallmark Channel.
That makes the papers. Welcome back now. Cheers.
Well, Miss Jane, Mr. Drysdale, come in, come in.
Thank you.
How are you, Miss Clavitt? Fine and dandy. Say, you folks are all gussied up. You going to a wedding?
We're here to greet the mayor of Silver Dollar City. Doesn't he arrive this morning?
Yeah, the family's fetching him from the airport now. What's this?
This is the key to the city of Beverly Hills.
Must have a mighty big lock on this town.
It's only a symbolic key which the chief here will present to Mayor Heller.
Oh, yes, and I have a little speech to read.
I think you're making too much of this. You're going to get Shad all flustered.
Shad?
Shad Heller. He's the mayor. He's also the blacksmith. He's the only blacksmith in the hills ever to shoe a full-grown elephant.
You're joking.
He shoot an elephant?
Yep. This elephant got loose from a circus and wandered into Shad's cabbage patch, and Shad shoot him away.
That kind of shoe.
Makes a good story the way Shad tells it. He leaves out that part about the cabbage patch. I'd come to the airport with the family, but Granny don't like to leave the house unguarded these days.
She was telling me you folks have been having some robberies.
Oh, it's terrible, Shad. Something gets took every night.
Mayor Heller, on behalf of the city of Beverly Hills and the Commerce Bank, located on the corner of Wilshire Boulevard and... What was that about being robbed?
Shad, shake hands with our next-door neighbor and banker, Milburn Drysdale.
A pleasure to meet you, Mr. Drysdale.
Same here. What's that about being robbed?
And this here is his secretary, Miss Jane Hathaway.
Mayor Heller, Mr. Drysdale would like to present to you the key to the city of Beverly Hills.
Well, thank you, ma'am. Don't I remember you from Silver Dollar City?
What about the robberies?
Say, that's right, Shad. Miss Jane and me, what you working at your forge?
It was thrilling. The way you shaped that red-hot steel on your anvil with those large, sinewy hands and mighty arms.
What did they get?
Last night, they got a jar of my pickled owl gizzards.
Owl gizzards?
And the night before that, they made off with some hickory smoked possum shanks and a jar of my minced pawpaws.
You're all set, Mr. Heller.
Thank you.
Hey, Granny, can we have something to eat now?
If the thieves ain't took it all, come on, young'uns, we'll go take a look.
Well, Mr. Drysdale, why don't you and Miss Jane stay and take victuals with us? Granny's got some goat cheese that nobody stole.
Goat cheese?
Yeah, it's been to root cellar for 8 years. If it's gone, it's got up and walked away by itself.
No, we have to get back to the bank, so we'll have to pass up on the goat cheese. Do you want me to send the police over?
No, I don't believe they'll eat it neither.
I mean to investigate the robberies.
Oh, we'll catch the rascals. Might even be some of Ellie's critters.
Well, enjoy your stay, Mayor Heller. We'll see you later.
Oh, yes, and come over and visit our bank. And bring your money.
Say, Shad, how's old Shorty?
Shorty Kellums?
Yeah, did he settle down once he got back home?
He never got home. I thought he was still out here.
Ah, he left here a month ago.
Well, he ain't showed up back in the hills.
Oh, I must have scared him worse than I thought.
Scared him?
Yeah. Well, you see, Shad, Shorty just went hog wild once he got out here in Hollywood. Took to staying up all night, chasing girls. He come dragging in 7 o'clock one morning with a girl twice his size.
That's enough. No, don't do it.
Oh, Shorty, please let me be your first date tonight.
Well, let's see. I can give you 6:30 to 8:30.
That's so short.
So am I. You looking for quality or quantity?
That Shorty, he always was a bear for women.
I was afraid he was going to blow his life savings. So I advised him to marry a hill girl and settle down on his papa's farm.
How'd he take that?
He wrote a proposal and slipped it under Ellie Mae's door. That's when I scared him.
That's your evening, Jethro. I'm marrying into your family.
Is that true, Uncle Jed?
Sure is. Shorty put it on paper and slipped it under his lady love's door. Congratulations, Shorty. Granny's going to make you a dandy wife.
Yeah. Did he say Granny?
That's what he said.
Oh, Lordy. I slipped it under the wrong door. I blew it.
Poor little Shorty. I knew he'd try to sneak away, so I gave him a little extra scare to make sure he left. Where you going, Shorty?
Oh, dear.
Yeah, I see you're about to leave. You wasn't fixing to run out on Granny, was you?
No.
Oh, I bet I know. You're going back to the hills to fix up that old farmhouse for a honeymoon cottage, and then you're going to send for your bride.
You took two words right out of my mouth.
Speed he was traveling when he left here, I figured he'd get home the same day.
We ain't seen hide nor hair of him.
Dad! The root cellar thief has struck again.
Sure enough.
He has wiped us out, the little snatching varmint.
Jed, let you and me track down the rascal. We can find him.
This time he even took the goat cheese.
We best arm ourselves, Shad. We're looking for a desperate man.
Don't shoot, I ain't armed.
Either way.
We kind of figured it was you, Shorty.
Chad Helen, what are you doing here?
I hate stealing food.
I can explain this.
Well, sit down and do that, Shorty.
Jed, you remember that proposal note I put under Granny's door? Well, I meant to put it under Ellie's door. And I thought of marrying Granny scared me so bad I took off like a scalded dog.
Yeah, I remember that.
About a mile out of town, I got to thinking. What if Granny flies home and is waiting for me? So I was scared to go and scared to stay. So that night I snuck back and hid in the root cellar. Been there ever since.
I got good news for you, Shorty. Granny never seen that proposal you wrote.
You mean that?
I told you she had just to scare some sense into you so you'd go back home and behave yourself.
Jed was saying you was running wild out here, Shorty, chasing these Hollywood women.
It's true, Mayor. But I had 4 long weeks in that root cellar to meditate and reflect on my sins. I done a lot of praying, a lot of repenting.
You done considerable eating, too.
All that praying and repenting gives a fella appetite.
As long as you was filled with the Spirit.
Oh, I was. Granny left a couple of jugs in there. Sneak a snort, snack, snooze, and go to repenting again.
I thought I heard voices down. Shorty Kellums, what are you doing back here, you little warthog?
Granny, don't go to bad-mouthing Shorty. Thanks to him, you ain't going to have no more trouble with your root cellar robber.
Shorty caught him?
Scared him awful bad.
That's the truth.
Well, I'm glad to hear that you're chasing robbers instead of women for a change.
Shorty's mended his ways, Granny.
Yeah, he's repented. Give up sinning.
Got the spirit, huh?
Who told you? That spirit, yeah. Hallelujah.
Well, now that Shorty has cleared up the mystery, let's all get some sleep. Tomorrow's another day.
Would it be all right if I ate these sausages before I turn in? I'm awful hungry.
Sure, go ahead. One good turn deserves another.
Thank you. And I'll see you all in the morning.
Good night.
Good night, Granny.
Good night. What do you think we ought to do about Shorty?
Well, I've been whittling on that, Shad, and I think I got the answer.
What is it?
We know that Shorty has spent the best years of his life running the Silver Dollar City Hotel.
30 years or better.
We got to talk him into buying that hotel back from Mary Hershon.
Too late for that. Mary sold out to Alverna Bradshaw.
Alverna Bradshaw bought the Silver Dollar City Hotel?
There's talk she might change the name to the Bradshaw Astoria.
Whatever you do, Shad, don't mention that to Granny. That would set her off.
I recollect that Granny and Alverna had a few run-ins back home.
They had one in the lobby of the hotel that was a dandy.
Oh, you little prune face.
Look who's calling me a prune face. Why, you got so many wrinkles, your face could hold a 5-day rain.
Lady, listen. I think the fair's about to begin, and y'all don't want to miss the opening square day.
That's true. I think I'll stroll over to the pavilion.
Too bad Ellie took the broom. You could ride.
Well, whatever else you say about Alverna, she's a worker. She fixed up that hotel to where you wouldn't know it. Won first prize in the beauty contest.
Beauty contest?
We had a campaign to spruce up Silver Dollar City with a prize to the merchant that added the most beauty to the town.
And Alverna won?
Yeah, she painted and redecorated the whole hotel. Molly and me won second.
How in the world would you beautify a blacksmith shop?
I left town.
You suppose we can get Alverna to sell the hotel back to Shorty?
Not a chance. She's doing great. She's pulling traveling salesmen there clean from Branson and Bug Tussle.
Well, they say everything has got its price.
Jed, the only way Shorty can get that hotel back is to marry Alverna.
Mighty high price.
Stop and think a minute. Alverna'd make Shorty just the kind of wife he needs, especially if they run the hotel together.
Just one hitch. Shorty likes these flashy Hollywood girls.
Yeah, and that ain't Alverna.
What if we was to make Shorty think that Alverna had flashed up a mite since he seen her last?
Hey, what are you fellas doing?
Morning, Shorty. How'd you sleep?
Like a log.
Shorty, I was just telling Jed about Alverna Bradshaw buying your hotel.
Alverna bought it?
Fixed it up so pretty you wouldn't know it.
I'd like to see that.
And Alverna won the Silver Dollar City Beauty Contest.
Just a minute.
What's the matter, Shorty?
Something in my ear. Sounded like you said Alverna won the beauty contest.
She did.
She must have been the only one in it.
No, Shorty. Every woman in Silver Dollar City was trying for first prize.
And Alverna won it?
Hands down, going away.
Don't surprise me none. I always thought Alverna had a lot to offer. I've often dreamed of being left alone on a desert island with Alverna.
I've had that same dream.
I must not remember Alverna as good as I thought.
Breakfast is ready, boys. Come and get it.
Jed, did you sure enough dream of being alone on an island with Alverna?
Worst nightmare I ever had.
Well, I just got done talking to Alverna Bradshaw at the Silver Dollar City Hotel.
Alverna Bradshaw.
Hey, you play Ellie for second place. So you called Alverna, huh?
Yep. I told her I heard about her fixing up the hotel and asked her if she'd sell it to me.
What did she say?
She said no, she wouldn't. Said business was good, the hotel was full of traveling salesmen. Then I asked her if it was true she won a beauty contest. She said it was.
See?
Then I offered her a $200 profit, and she still said no. So we got to dickering back and forth and back, and finally she said to me, "Shorty Cullum," she says, The only way you'll ever get your hands on this hotel again is if you marry me.
What did you say, Shorty?
Jed, I thought it over for a minute. Then I hit her with them 3 little words. Kissed my foot. Well, let's play checkers.
Ellie Mae, did I ever tell you what a striking resemblance you bear to Elverna Bradshaw?
No, sir, may I, Heller?
Well, it just come to me as I was sitting here looking at those beautiful blue eyes and perfect complexion.
Thank you.
Jed, did you ever notice how much Ellie favors Elverna?
Well, now that you mention it, they is lookalikes. Built alikes, too.
Who's that, Jed?
Ellie Mae and Elverna.
I won the first game, Paul. Y'all want some lemonade?
That's a great idea, darling.
Did you say Ellie Mae and Elverna was built alikes?
Could be twin sisters. Of course, Ellie's too young. But Alverna's that time to ripen to perfection.
Quick as we finish this tournament, I think I'll call her again.
Here you are, Mr. Kellum.
Thank you, Elverna. Hi, Ellie Mae. No, Jed. I think I better make that call right now.
What about the tournament?
I forfeit. You can play the 8.
Good news. Shorty Kellums is going back to Silver Dollar City.
Good news and good riddance. He's nothing but a girl-chasing, jug-swigging little devil.
How come he's leaving?
He's going home to marry Elverna Bradshaw.
Oh, this poor, sweet, innocent little angel.
Hey, don't rock the boat. Jethro, you go down back of the cement pond and take the brush off Shorty's car.
Yes, sir, Uncle Jed.
Then put Shorty in it and push it off the cliff.
Annie.
Jed, it's a heap more merciful than a lingering death married to that vampire bat.
Hush that kind of talk.
Jed, she's a wicked woman. When she was 1 year old, she bit her own brother.
Lots of young'uns do that.
Not in an edge.
Granny? Did Jed tell you I'm marrying Elverna Bradshaw?
He did.
Ain't you gonna say nothing?
Yeah. I hope you ain't a bleeder.
She said she hopes you can feed her.
That's no problem. As long as it's fish in the lake, I'll catch 'em, she'll cook 'em.
Well, come on, Shad and me will help you pack.
No hurry. Elverna won't be here for a couple hours.
Elverna's coming here?
Yeah, she's flying out right now. And then we's driving to Las Vegas where you can get married like that.
What's the big hurry?
Granny, I'm marrying a beauty queen.
I thought you was marrying Elverna.
Yeah, didn't you tell Granny about Elverna winning the beauty contest?
I was just going to do that. Now, why don't you run down back of the cement pond and help Jethro to take the brush off your car?
Elverna won hands down. Going away.
Did he say hands down going away?
Yep.
I guess she could win in that position. Always has been her best side.
Well, here we are, Elverna.
Well, I thought I heard the honeymooners. Howdy, Elverna. Welcome.
Congratulations to both of you.
Thank you, Mr. Clampett, Mayor Heller.
I declare, Elverna, you get younger and prettier every time I see you.
Oh, what a beautiful bride you're gonna make. That Shorty's a lucky man.
And smart, too. Rushing her off to Las Vegas before these Hollywood playboys get a sight of her.
That's what I'm doing, quicker to clean my spark plugs. Sitting on the brush for a month got old Lizzie to missing.
Oh, Shorty, can't that wait?
Elverna, I don't want nothing to stop us from getting to Las Vegas and tying that knot. I'm just crazy mad for you, honey.
Shorty, you mad, impetuous boy. Shame on you.
Can't blame her, Elverna.
You'd drive any man wild.
Well, while Shorty's fixing the car, why don't you come inside and say howdy to the family?
Now remember, Jed, she's mine, and don't you try to steal her from me.
I promise.
You too, Shad.
Word of honor.
I'm gonna marry a beauty queen, prettiest gal I ever seen. She's my love, and ain't that keen? Alverna is my darling.
Shorty Killums.
Well, Gloria, what are you doing here?
Miss Hathaway sent me over with some papers for Mr. Clampett. Where have you been?
I went underground for a spell.
Well, I missed you, you cute little rascal. When are we going to have another date?
Well, Gloria, I've got something to tell you.
Howdy there, Miss Gloria.
Hi, Ellie Mae. Would you do me a favor and give these papers to your father?
I sure will. You stay here now.
Where was we, Gloria?
You said you had something to tell me.
Oh, yeah. Real important, too.
Well, let's hear it, doll. Tell Gloria.
It's funny. It slipped my mind.
Well, I've got Miss Hathaway's car. Maybe if we go for a drive, you'll think of it.
Good idea.
Goodness, I didn't mean to visit such a long time.
Where's Shorty? He's probably under the car fixing something.
Poor little darling. He's worked himself into a state of exhaustion. He'll sleep in the back seat. I'll drive and let him rest.
I'll crank her up for you, Alberta.
Now, you and Shorty have fun in Las Vegas.
Oh, we will, we will. I know when we get there, I'm going to go absolutely ape.
A Hallmark Channel original movie. Melissa Gilbert, Lindsay Wagner, Thicker Than Water. Premieres next Saturday at 9 on the Hallmark Channel. On the next Hallmark Channel mystery movie, when a death in prison and a corpse in the woods uncover organized crime, Leah Thompson is about to become crime's #1 mother.
What are you looking at?
An all-new Jane Doe, Till Death Do Us Part premieres Friday night at 9 on Hallmark Channel.
Welcome back now. Here.
This has been a Film Waste presentation.
Well, Granny, Shorty and Alverna on the way to Las Vegas.
With Alverna driving and Shorty asleep in the back seat.
If that flivver holds up, they ought to be husband and wife by nightfall.
As a general rule, men is terrible matchmakers. But it looks like you two has done it.
How about us having a glass of your cider to toast a happy couple?
Good idea.
Alverna, what are you doing back here?
Where's Shorty?
That's what I'd like to know.
Ain't he asleep in the back seat?
Wait till you see what's asleep in the back seat. Wake up, you hairy little critter.
Sounds like Shorty to me. Man, sakes. I've heard of a frog being turned into a prince, but somebody's turned Shorty into a ape. Did you kiss him, Melbourne?
Of course not. When I got to the gate, I looked in the back seat, and there he was.
Has anybody seen Cousin Bessie?
Right here in Shorty's car.
Well, what happened to Shorty?
I know what's going to happen to him when I get my hands on him.
Now, Alverna, calm down. He'll show up.
Yeah, come on in the house and have a glass of cider.
Oh, I know what happened to Shorty. He left with that big, tall girl that works down Mr. Drysdale's bank.
You left with her?
Yes, sir. They drove off together in Miss Jane's car. And yonder they come back.
You take your ape and skedaddle in the house. I'll deal with Shorty.
Yes, sir.
for the buggy ride, baby.
You said you had something important to tell me, but you never did.
Slipped my mind, honey. You must have hugged it right out of me.
Can't you remember what it was about?
I think I was supposed to go to somebody's wedding in Las Vegas.
How about dinner at my place tonight?
Sounds great.
I've got some groovy new records.
Good, we can dance.
Oh, I love to dance with you, Shorty. You're so cuddly.
You too, Gloria. And there's so much of you to cuddle.
Oh, I'd better be getting back to the bank. Mr. Drysdale will have my neck.
Okay, but save the rest for me.
See you later. I'm sorry you missed the wedding in Las Vegas.
And you see one, you've seen them all.
Who was that, Shorty?
Who's what, Jed?
That girl.
Oh, that was my sister.
Shorty, I know your family, and you ain't got no sister.
Do you know my cousins?
Not all of them.
That's one of the ones you don't know.
What about Alverna Bradshaw?
Who?
The woman you asked to come out here and get married.
That must be the wedding I missed.
You ain't missed it yet. She's in there waiting for you. She's got plenty of witnesses that heard you say the two of you ought to get married.
Still say we ought to get married, but maybe not to one another.
Shorty Kellums, where did you come from?
Alverna, if you don't know that, you ain't ready to get married.
You know what I mean. What happened to you?
Well, something big come along, Alverna.
Yeah, and I had to grab it.
An opportunity?
You couldn't say that.
Does it look promising?
Yeah.
No. Well, what we mean is, yeah, it looks promising, and no, it ain't going to work out.
It ain't yet?
Not a chance. Now, there ain't nothing standing in the way of you and Alverna driving to Las Vegas and getting married.
Oh, wonderful.
A lot of happiness to you both, and call us after the honeymoon.
We will.
Bye.
Bye. Come along, darling.
Wait a minute, Alverna. I ain't ready yet.
What do you mean?
There's several things that need washing first.
I'll do them for you.
Well, you can't. There's my unmentionables.
Don't be silly. We're getting married, aren't we? Aren't we?
Oh, yeah. Quick as I has my bachelor party.
Bachelor party?
Well, yeah, darling. Every feller's entitled to a bachelor party before he gets married.
And somebody's giving you one?
Oh, yeah. Plans is all made.
How come you didn't mention it before?
I didn't think of it. Remember.
When's it gonna be?
Tonight.
Where?
Gloria's place.
Where?
Gloria's place. Beautiful. Just glorious.
Who's giving it for you?
You know, what's his name?
Ain't you folks gone to get married yet?
Oh, we can't go till tomorrow, Granny. Somebody's giving Shorty a bachelor party tonight.
Sounds like Mr. Drysdale.
That's who it is.
He's always throwing parties for Shorty.
He's at it again, Granny. Having a big one tonight. I'm duty-bound to go, him being such a good friend of Jed. See you later.
I don't know if I like the idea of him going to a bachelor party tonight.
Well, look at it this way, Alverna. It's the last fun he's ever gonna have.
Excuse me, Chief. Mr. Clampett's on the telephone.
Oh. Mr. Clampett, dear friend, what can I do for you?
Well, I called to ask you something.
Anything at all. It's always a pleasure. What is it?
Well, Shorty Kellums is getting married.
Yes, I know.
Are you giving him a bachelor party?
A bachelor party? What? Yes, of course.
It's going to be tonight?
Yes, tonight.
There at your bank?
Yeah, right here, you bet. I'll just leave everything to me. Bye.
What was that all about?
Well, Mr. Clampett wants me to give Shorty Kellums a bachelor party tonight. Alert all the girls in the secretarial pool.
Shorty, I want to apologize to you for doubting your story. I just talked to Mr. Drysdale, and he is giving a bachelor party for you tonight.
The Dickens he is.
Huh?
The Dickens he is. Regular Dickens. Oh, no. Well, I'm going to go rest up for the party.
Yeah, and tomorrow you marry Alberta.
Well, here they are, Chief. Cream in the secretarial pool.
All right. Fine, fine. Now, girls, tonight I'm giving a bachelor party for a friend of a very important depositor. So I expect each of you to participate. Oh, you're new.
Yes, sir. This is my first date.
And what is your name?
Jean Bell.
Welcome aboard, Miss Bell.
Thank you.
Now, girls, as I was saying, tonight is the party. So all plan on working late.
Do we get paid extra?
You are new. Now, I don't want just another bachelor party. That's why I'm offering a bonus to any employee who comes up with a novel idea, something with a flair, something fresh and provocative.
We don't get paid for working tonight?
Of course not. You work as I order you to. Right, girls?
Oh, right. I thought slavery had been abolished.
Oh, that is very funny. That's also an excellent idea for the bachelor party. We'll have an Oriental slave auction.
Oh, goody. I get the bonus.
Miss Hathaway, we'll transform my office into a Moorish tent. Now arrange for the proper furnishing and costumes for the beautiful slave girls and harem girls.
Chief, I should like to go on record as saying I disapprove of this whole idea.
Okay, you're on record. Big deal.
However, I do approve of the bonus for a needy employee. How much are you going to pay?
Well, let's make it $100.
Oh, that's very generous.
Well, I think it's a great idea for a bachelor party. Oh, Shorty will have a ball buying all those beautiful slave girls.
I'll go and tell Miss Bell about the bonus.
Now, wait a minute. What business is it of hers if I get a bonus?
You're taking it yourself?
Well, naturally.
But it was her idea.
I say it was my idea, and I'm the boss.
Taking $100 for that idea is absolutely unfair.
You're right. I'll take $200.
What are you doing, Sharon?
Oh, hi there, fella. How are you?
Oh, here you are, Fairchild. Don't be scared, Miss Heller. He's just looking for his lunch.
Tell him I ain't it.
Come on, boy.
Hey, Granny, would you? Oh, howdy, Miss Bradshaw.
Hello, Jethro.
Granny, Miss Drysdale sent these costumes over for Ellie Mae.
What for?
In case she wants to be a slave girl or harem girl at Shorty's bachelor party.
Hold it, Jethro. You mean there's going to be harem girls and slave girls?
Prettiest you ever seen. A whole flock of them. Shorty's going to be a sheik.
Land sakes, Alverna, what is them?
Them is just what they look like.
Oh, is that all that them harem girls wears?
There's something else in there.
Look at this. You can see right through it.
So can Shorty.
What'd you say I was supposed to be, Jethro?
A sheik.
I don't want to be a sheik.
What does a sheik have to do? He just lounges around on a bunch of pillows with a whole flock of pretty girls.
I'm a sheik.
Oh, yeah, Shorty, you're going to be king of the desert. Boy, you're going to have fun tonight.
I better get me some more rest. What time's the party supposed to commence?
8 o'clock. Miss Drysdale said it might last all night.
Doggone, I wish this is the North Pole. Up there, the nights are 3 months long.
Shorty Kellums?
Yes, Mom?
I don't like the notion of you're going to that bachelor party tonight.
That's all right, Alverna. I liked it enough for both of them.
Ted, are you worried about turning Shorty loose tonight?
I am for a fact.
I get the feeling if he goes to that bachelor party, he might just stay a bachelor.
Alverna's got herself a wiggler on the line.
He pert near split the hook this morning.
I think maybe we just better show up at that party.
I think maybe you're right.
After all, it was us that talked Shorty into proposing to Alverna.
It's us that's got to see it through.
Besides that, we might just have some fun.
Let's put these on and go to that party, Alverna.
Do you think we can get away with it?
Sure. We've seen enough of them pictures where Theda Barra vamp fellas like Elmo Lincoln. Who do I look like, Alverna?
Oh, Theda Barra.
And you're a dead ringer for Elmo Lincoln. Come on, let's go.
How do I look, Gloria?
You look like the doorman at the Sahara Hotel.
Watch it, harem girl. Don't insult the Grand Caliph. I'll have your head cut off. Too tall anyway.
Sorry.
And let's get rid of this feather fan. Now, I want you to take some pictures tonight, so Shorty will have a record of his bachelor party.
Okay.
Okay, grand, sublime, majestic one.
You don't have to call me that.
Just take the pictures.
Chief, I just picked up Shorty Kellum.
On your knees, dog of a dog. A lowly camel driver does not address the Grand Caliph as an equal.
There's nobody here except Gloria.
Prostrate yourself, you flea-ridden jackal, or I shall have you flayed alive and your miserable carcass dragged across the burning sand of the desert.
This unworthy cur begs the inexpressible pleasure of addressing the glorious personage of the Grand Caliph.
You may speak, daughter of a goat.
May the radiance of 1,000 moons illuminate thine every footstep. I have the pleasure to announce the arrival of your illustrious guest from the city of the silver dollars, Abel Ben Kellums, known to all as Shorty the Sheep.
Bid him enter.
Enter, great sheik.
It sure clears a feller's sinuses. Hey, Miss Drysdale. And there's Gloria. Sorry I couldn't make it to your place tonight, honey, but we'll have fun right here.
Be seated, mighty sheik. I shall summon for your pleasure the first of a dazzling array of jewels of the Orient to entertain you. Behold this lovely creature, captured from the palace of the Sultan of Turkey, and she is going to perform for you the dance of 1,000 delights.
Shake a mean ruby. We can get together later.
Salam Effendi.
Shorty Kellum.
Summon the next desert flower and be quick about it, sister of a lizard.
Could she blow a whistle or something? That thing's giving me a headache.
Halava.
Howdy.
Candy of the East.
Shorty of the West. Glad to meet you, Candy.
That is a tasty, tempting confection.
She is that. But where's all the slave girls you were going to sell?
I shall have them brought in at once. The slave auction is about to begin, mighty sheik. Meanwhile, sample some of our desert delicacies.
What's that?
Nectar?
No, I ain't even touched her. I can't buy them. They's my friends.
Announcing the unexpected arrival of two imperial potentates, the Shaw of Clampett and the Shad of Heller.
Welcome, noble visitor.
Pull up a couple of girls and sit down, fellas. Just in time for the slave auction.
Fetch the captives at once, spawn of a vulture.
Oh, yes, great ruler of the world. And may you awaken in the morning to find 1,000 precious stones in your gallbladder.
One more crack and I'll have your ears pierced from the inside. Noble visitors, feast your eyes upon these tantalizing captives.
Figure the dog, one apiece. Let's take a closer look at the merchandise.
Exactly like back home, is it, Chad?
They don't have sales like this at the Emporium.
As you can see, each of these girls is a gem of rare beauty, each a princess of royal blood.
Princess?
And you're selling them?
Well, they have been captured, now they are slaves.
True, Master. You may buy us as you would buy trinkets.
We are baubles, bangles, and beads.
We're Jed, Chad, and Shorty.
Who will start the bidding?
Not me.
Me neither.
I'll take them all. I don't want to break up set.
Patience, great sheik. I have other rare treasures to dazzle the eyes, stun the senses. Bring in the newest prisoner, twin of a toad.
At once, light of the world. May thy royal tonsils grow to the size of watermelons.
I've got to get a new camel driver. Let the auction begin.
Wait a minute. Here come a couple more.
To the auction block, slave, and let the bidding commence.
I'll bid on you, baby. I like 'em big.
Each girl will now identify herself to her future master.
I am the daughter of the Sultan. Men call me the Pearl of Persia.
I'll take her. Put her in my harem.
I am a princess in the court of the Moorish king. My name is Roha Chihar Habib, which means she who gets cheated out of bonus.
Never mind the ad-libbing. You are banished to the cage, to the cage, to the cage.
I am the daughter of the king of the Vikings. I am called Ingrid the Good.
Good. Honey, you're great. Put her in my harem.
Yeehaw! Look at all them girls.
Jethro, get out of here.
Okay, but if I can't buy one, I'm gonna steal one.
On with the slave auction.
Yeah, come on, Big Mama. Let's get a look at you. Hey, look at this, fellas. She really wants me. Who are you, honey?
I am known as Elverna the Angry, and we're leaving right now to get married.
Okay, Alberta, but we'll have to take her along on the honeymoon. We're chained together.
Oh, boy, did I pick the wrong woman.
Oh, I didn't do too good myself, Jethro.
Goodbye, Shorty.
Goodbye, Gloria. This could have been so beautiful.
I know, darling.
And you had to be a doggone blacksmith.
Hallmark Channel original movie. Melissa Gilbert, Lindsay Wagner, Thicker Than Water. Premieres next Saturday at 9 on the Hallmark Channel. On the next Hallmark Channel mystery movie, one of death in prison and a corpse in the woods uncover organized crime. Leah Thompson is about to become crime's #1 mother.
What are you looking at?
An all-new Jane Doe, Till Death Do Us Part premieres Friday night at 9 on Hallmark Channel.
Shoes off. Y'all come back now. Cheers.
Where you going, Shorty?
Oh, Jen. Going?
Yeah, you ain't running out on Mary and Elverna, are you?
Me? No. We driving to Las Vegas at daybreak to tie the knot.
It's only 2 o'clock.
Ridiculous, you say? That must have been the moon that come up. I thought it was the sun.
You can get yourself another 4 hours sleep.
Yeah, good idea. I'll do that. Night, Jed.
Night, Shorty. Where you going, Shorty?
Jed. Going?
Yeah.
Oh, I was practicing Elverna and me slipping away in the early morning so as not to wake the family.
Oh, you don't have to worry about that. We was always up before daybreak.
Oh, well, that relieves my mind. Now I can sleep.
Good.
Hi, Jed.
Hi, Shorty. Where you going, Shorty?
Jed, don't you never sleep?
I'm just about to ask you that. What are you doing this time?
I decided it'd be real romantic if Elvern and me eloped.
Wouldn't it be even more romantic if you took Alverna along?
Hey, Dogies, I knew I forgot something. Well, night, Jed.
Night, Shorty.
I'm a doomed man.
Good morning.
Well, the blushing bride.
Good morning, Alverna. Happy wedding day.
Oh, thank you, Mayor Heller.
Is the groom up yet?
No, I didn't think it was proper for me to enter his room unchaperoned.
I'll check on him, Alverna.
Thank you, Shad. Wake him gently.
Oh, I will.
What a shame Mayor Heller has a wife. You two could come with us and make it a double wedding.
Oh, I'm too old to think of getting married.
Yes, I suppose you're right.
Morning, everybody.
Hello, Ellie, dear.
Cousin Bess and me want to wish you a happy wedding day, Miss Bradshaw.
Well, thank you.
Ellie Mae, you know I don't like varmints in my kitchen. Now take it outside.
Well, Bessie, I ain't a varmint. She's my friend.
Well, take your friend outside.
Yes'm. Give me a kiss.
Poor dear sweet thing. Oh, what a shame she has to lavish her affection on animals.
What you mean?
Well, she has no man and no prospects. Doomed to be an old maid. And here I am, getting married for the second time at my age.
Just what age is that, Elvern?
Between us, Granny, I'll never see 40 again.
Did you catch a glimpse of 50 as you passed?
Shorty, wake up. Shorty.
What's the trouble, Shad?
I can't wake the bridegroom.
Well, from the look of that smile on his face, he must be having one awful happy dream.
I bet you he's dreaming about that bachelor party last night.
Yeah, can't hardly blame him. Mr. Drysdale throwed a humdinger.
Yeah, Shorty the Sheik and his harem girls.
Wake up, Sheik.
Where am I? What day is this?
This is the day you marry Alverna Bradshaw.
Come on. Get up. Oh, have a heart, fellas. I can't marry Elverna.
Why not?
Well, you was at that bachelor party last night. You saw all them pretty girls. That's the life for me.
That's all over and done with now, Shorty.
Well, it don't have to be. We can have another bachelor party tonight.
Who for?
Oh, Chad. He's single. We can have the party tonight and he can get married tomorrow.
Who'd I marry?
I'm glad you asked me that.
Never mind the answer. This is your wedding day and your bride-to-be is waiting.
Oh, that floor's cold. I'm freezing.
Well, look on the bright side. Tonight you'll be on your honeymoon.
Yeah, and you can snuggle up nice and cozy with Alverna Bradshaw.
That did it.
Where's Shorty?
Still in the bathroom.
Shorty? What do you want? Alverna's waiting for you. Come on, hurry up. What are you doing?
I'm shaving.
You've been shaving for an hour.
I got a dull razor.
It ain't that dull.
It's so dull I can't even cut my wrist.
Shorty, unlock this door and come out of there.
I'll be out in a minute, Jed.
Jed, I just thought of something.
What's that?
This room's next to mine, and there's a great big tree right outside the bathroom window.
That's right.
Well, ain't you afraid he'll climb out the window and shinny down the tree?
John.
May I come in? Where's my darling little fiancé?
He's showering.
Shaving.
What?
He's shaving.
Showered.
Well, which is it?
Well, Ilverna, Shorty is so anxious to see you, he's shaving and showering at the same time.
Oh! Hello in there.
Who's that?
This is your blushing bride. How soon can we leave to get married?
Saturday till latest.
Saturday? Shorty, dear, Wednesday's our wedding day.
Okay, see you next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday?
Ilverna, Shorty is so thrilled and excited that he don't know what he's saying.
That's the truth. The thought of marrying you has got him just paralyzed.
Paralyzed?
With
Joy.
That's
joy.
it.
Paralyzed with joy.
Oh, how sweet.
Yeah, now you just leave Shorty to us.
Yeah, Alberta, we'll have the bridegroom ready in no time.
No time at all.
Thank you, boy.
Shorty, what are you doing now?
I'm about to have myself a drink.
Drink of what?
I found a bottle of alcohol.
Well, Shorty, don't drink that. That's rubbing alcohol.
Yeah, that's poison.
Doggone it, I was hoping to get up enough nerve to fight that bear.
Get it. You drink that stuff, it'll kill you.
So come on out and marry Alberta.
You gotta admit that beast's dying, right, Shorty? Shorty? Shorty?
I'm thinking it over.
Excuse me, Chief. You know, Miss Bell, the little slave girl secretary you cheated out of the bonus?
Now, look, if I hear one more word about that lousy bonus, I'll fire you, her, and the whole secretarial pool.
Oh, no. Chief, it's nothing like that. Miss Bell's little brother, Cookie, would like to meet you.
Oh, well, send a little fella in. I'll give him a free piggy bank.
This is her little brother?
Yes, and her big brother would like to meet you, too. Come in, sir.
What can I do for you, gentlemen?
We understand you had a slave auction here last night.
Slave auction? Here? Me?
That's what our sister told us.
Oh, you must mean the fun slave auction.
Doesn't look like much fun for the slaves. Who's this cat here?
Well, that's the sheik who bought your sister. I mean, Miss Hathaway, explain the situation to these gentlemen.
What do I know? I'm just a camel driver.
Thanks a lot. Really, fellas, it was just a party. You see, these three secretaries volunteered to be make-believe slaves.
Just make-believe?
Absolutely. It was just good, clean fun. Miss Hathaway, bring in the three slaves. Secretaries.
At once, master.
Great sense of humor.
Now, what do you fellas do?
I play professional football.
Oh, say, that is my favorite sport. You play too?
No, I'm not big enough.
Here are the slaves, master.
I'd appreciate it, Miss Hathaway, if you would stop joking. Now, gentlemen, what is it you want to see me about?
About you selling our sister as a slave. And about that $100 bonus you owe her.
Fine. Now, which one is your sister?
Are you kidding me?
Well, not at all. Will the sister of these gentlemen please step forward? She the one?
You didn't think that maybe the black girl would be our sister?
Well, did you know I'm completely colorblind? Oh, Miss Hathaway, make out my personal check to this young lady for $100.
Yes, sir.
No, not the green folder, the red one. Well, as you football players know, you can't win them all.
on you, Shad Hiller. You had to be a blacksmith.
How do you like the way Ellie and me decorated up the honeymoon car?
Looks real nice. Las Vegas or bust.
You like it, huh?
Hope Shorty don't think it gives him a choice.
He'd take bust.
Come look at the sign I put on the back.
Hold on, boy. That's jumping the gun.
Yeah, they won't be married till they get to Las Vegas.
I took care of that. On the way there, they just close this down like that.
Oh, Ellen May, how lovely. Thank you, dear.
You're welcome, Miss Bradshaw.
You ready to go, Alverna?
Just as soon as Shorty's ready.
Well, I'll go look in on him. Last time I seen him, he was still tied up.
Come on, Chad, have a heart.
Nothing doing, Shorty. You ain't getting loose until you're ready to drive to Las Vegas and marry Alverna.
Listen, Chad, you know that old mule of mine you always admired so much? If you untie
Stop
me...
wasting your breath. I've already turned down $20 cash in your car.
I'll throw in Alverna.
What would I do with her?
I don't know, but if you think of something, tell me.
Well, Shorty, the time has come.
Oh.
Now, cheer up. Will you see what Jethro and Ellie has done to your car?
Burned it. Wrecked it.
Shorty.
Was Alverna in it?
Your car's in perfect shape, and so is Alverna.
I believe that about my car, but it was never true of Alverna.
Shorty, if you feel that way, why did you ask Alverna to come out here and marry you?
I hadn't seen a woman 4 weeks I'd been hiding in Granny's root cellar. But when I seen all them pretty girls again, I changed my mind.
Forget about them girls, Shorty. Alverna's got everything they got.
I wonder where she keeps it.
Now, stop that kind of talk. You're getting a fine woman.
That's the truth. You and Alverna was made for one another.
Don't forget, she owns the Silver Dollar City Hotel now, and you two can run it together.
You'll be a dandy team. You'll be the happiest two birds in the nest.
You really think so, fellas?
Absolutely.
No question about it.
I was getting tired running the hotel by myself. Doing all the cooking and cleaning.
Alverna will handle that. She's a dandy cook and hard worker.
You're going to have it soft from now on.
By golly, it's coming to sound pretty good.
Come in.
Is my bridegroom ready? Oh!
I'm ready, Alverna.
He's just a mite nervous.
Oh, you mustn't be, darling. We're going to be so happy together.
I hope you're right, Alverna.
And here's a little sample of the happiness in store for you. Tonight, there'll be more where that came from.
Well, Shorty, I reckon that clinched it.
It sure did. Tie me up again.
Well, Chief, you seem calm and collected after your little scare.
Scared? Did I look scared?
Terrified.
Now listen, I didn't want to start anything in front of a woman. But you should have heard what I told those guys after you left the room.
What did you tell them?
I told them it was all your fault.
Thanks a lot. And here are the bills for last night's party.
Holy smoke, how am I going to explain these to the board of directors? Oriental tapestries, slave girl costumes, gold chains.
Tell them you were photographing an ad for the bank.
Photographing an ad?
Well, you got the pictures. It's a natural. Beautiful slave girls in chains. Your motto? Don't be a slave to debt. Save your money at the Commerce Bank.
Beautiful, fabulous. It's a great idea. It's good enough to actually use.
Well, I think so. All you have to do is pay the 3 girls.
Nuts to that. I've already paid one of them. See, that's it. We'll reshoot the picture with just Jean. Now get her back in that slave girl's outfit right away.
Right, Chief.
And Miss Hathaway?
Yes.
I'm going to ask the board of directors to okay a raise for that ad idea.
Oh, gee, that's wonderful.
Well, what's so wonderful? It'll probably put me in a new tax bracket.
Shorty, you'll be right down, Alverna.
You'll be on your way to Las Vegas in 2 minutes.
You know, I've never been to Las Vegas, and Granny tells me they have gambling there.
That's what I hear.
Every kind you can think of.
I certainly hope Shorty won't be tempted to gamble. If there is one thing I cannot tolerate, it's gambling.
With some folks, it's a regular sickness.
I know. Right in my own family, a happy marriage was broken up because of gambling.
Really, Alberta?
My Aunt Bertha married a man who was the picture of propriety. Sober, hard-working, church-going. Together, they saved a small fortune. And in one poker game, they was completely wiped out.
What a shame.
Yes. Aunt Bertha was lucky in love, but a lousy poker player.
Let's go, Alberta. I can't wait to get to Las Vegas.
We'll go crank up the car for you, Shorty. Come on, Jed.
I'll go with you, fellas. I got some rice out there to throw on the happy couple as they come out the door.
Alberta, honey, we're all alone. How about another one of them kisses?
You little devil.
Make it a steamer, baby.
Shorty.
Ooh, that was a scorcher. There goes my poker deck.
What?
I can't leave without that.
Shorty Kellums, don't tell me you play poker.
Poker, blackjack, gin rummy, pinochle, you name it. If it's for money, I'll play it.
Shorty, darling, please don't play cards.
Okay, honey baby, we'll shoot crap. Eight's my point. There's a 5. Cover it.
Oh, Shorty, darling, what's gotten into you?
That old gambling fever's got me.
I didn't know you were a gambler.
I was about cured, but thought you going to Las Vegas has brought it back.
No.
There's a deuce that says I make my point the hard way. Fade me, baby.
Yeah.
Miss Bell has agreed to pose for the bank advertisement, Chief.
Oh, good.
And you will represent the villain.
That's it. How do I look?
Not villainous enough, strange as it may seem. You should have a black hat, black mustache, and a black cape.
That's a good idea.
I'll be right back.
All right. Did Miss Hathaway tell you what this picture's about?
Not completely.
Well, it's an ad for the bank, and the idea is don't be a slave to debt. Now, you'll be kneeling with your hands like this, pleading with me, the villain, debt. See?
Like this?
That's right. And I'll be standing over you with a whip, like so.
Please, master, don't hit me. Please don't hit me with that whip.
I wouldn't hit her with that if I were you.
Hey, fellas. I guess this looks kind of incriminating for a bank president.
I don't know much about bank presidents. How about you, Earl? I don't either. But I tell you one thing, I wouldn't want my sister to marry one.
I don't dare go to Las Vegas with Shorty.
Why?
He's an inveterate gambler.
Well, leastways, he ain't a Yankee gambler.
Granny, please come and talk to him. Maybe you can help cure him of this sudden attack of gambling fever.
7's come 11. Be good to me, Dice. Trade me somebody.
That Shorty is a hard rascal to reel in, Jed.
Yeah. Looks like he done spit the hook again.
Black hat, black boots, black belt. Bad news for the bad guys. Walker, Texas Ranger. Weeknights at 6 on the Hallmark Channel. On the next Hallmark Channel mystery movie, when a death in prison and a corpse in the woods uncover organized crime, Leah Thompson is about to become crime's #1 mother.
What are you looking at?
An all-new Jane Doe, Till Death Do Us Part, premieres Friday night at 9 on Hallmark Channel.
Welcome back now. Cheers.
This has been a Film-Wise presentation.
What's the matter, Albert?
Oh, Shorty's disappeared. My fiancé, my betrothed.
Calm down, Elver.
How can I? Shorty's gone. My sweetheart.
My darling, my old true love.
Don't cry, Alberta. We'll find it.
Oh, promise me you will.
What promise?
Oh, I want to hold him in these arms.
You will.
I want to take his dear little head in these two hands and pound it on this palm.
Hey, what's all the yelling?
Something wrong?
Ellie Mae, Jethro, have you seen Shorty?
No, ma'am.
Not this morning.
He skipped out, the little rascal.
Granny, we don't know that for a fact. This is a big place. Let's all fan out and look for him. Jethro, you take the upstairs and the attic.
Yes, sir.
Ellie Mae, you take the downstairs and the cellar.
Yes, sir.
Granny, you take everything out back of the cement pond.
I'm on it, Jed.
I'll take the front. Alberta, you just wait here for us to flush him out. Oh, Shad, will you help me find Shorty? Little son of a gun has skipped out on Alberta.
Well, wherever he skipped to, it's on foot.
How do you know? Come here, I'll show you. When you do that, Chad?
Last night, when you said it takes 3 days to get married out here.
Wise move. That Shorty ain't exactly a fella you can trust for that long.
When it comes to finding women, that little fella puts a bird dog to shame.
I should have known he had a weakness in that direction when we checked into the Silver Dollar City Hotel last fall.
What happened?
Well, the hotel was full up. But Shorty was real extra special accommodating.
Kid, I got an idea. There's a show business act got them 2 front rooms. This year was fair. 3 acrobats or jugglers or some such out of Kansas City. Likely a wild bunch. I'll just put them up over at my house and give you them rooms.
Well, we don't want to turn nobody out.
Oh, I'd rather not have them fast, loose show people here in the hotel nohow. At my house, I can keep an eye on them.
Well, that's mighty nice of you.
Hey, ladies. I'll have to ask you to pack up. You're moving over to my place. How'd you like to be gathering eggs and find them in the nest?
We got our work cut out for us keeping track of Shorty till after the wedding.
Well, like I said, wherever he's hiding, he got there on foot.
He said, why don't we put that old hound dog to work? He ain't done much tracking in quite a while, but I reckon his nose is still good. You go, partner? I hate to get you out of retirement at your age, but we gotta find a critter that belongs to these gloves. Keep your mind on the business.
He not only picked up Shorty's trail, he's picking up his habits.
Come on, boy. I think we're closing in.
Mr. Clampett, Mayor Heller.
Morning, Miss Jane.
Howdy, man. I've been trying to call you. Shorty Kellums has locked himself in the secretarial pool with 12 girls.
Duke, old timer, you done good. Tracked that little rooster right to his favorite chicken house.
Let's go get him.
Oh, we might be able to get his attention from down here. Those are the windows of the secretarial pool just over the main entrance.
Shorty! Shorty Kellum!
Who's that?
It's me.
Shed. How'd you find me?
We tracked you with old Duke.
You and your bloodhound. Why can't you be like other folks in Beverly Hills and have a French poodle?
Never mind that. You come out of there.
Listen, Jed, I can't marry El Verner for 3 days, ain't that right?
That's right.
That gives me 3 days of grace, don't it?
True.
Well, say hello to Grace.
Shorty, if you ain't out of there in 5 minutes, Shad's coming up and taking the door off.
Doggone you, Shad Heller, you had to be a blacksmith.
Oh, come in, Shorty, darling. I got a soothing ice bag for your poor throbbing head.
I ain't got a headache.
You will have.
Wait a minute, Elverna. You ain't heard what Shorty's been doing.
You ain't gonna tell her, are you?
Do me what?
Well, there are certain things a fella has to take care of before he gets married.
That's what I was doing.
I'll vouch for that.
Such as?
Well, it's a good idea to have a doctor check you over, draw up a will.
You drew up a will, Shorty?
He had a dozen secretaries going.
I'll vouch for that.
Did you leave everything to me, dear?
Took care of a few things myself. Oh, you mean worldly goods and such? Yeah, doubt you everything, Elvin.
What did the doctor say?
Doctor?
Oh, Shorty's in fine shape, Elverna. Fact is, he's got strength enough for 12.
I'll vouch for that.
Oh, Shorty, darling, I'm sorry I mistrusted you. Here I was going to hit you with a rolling pin. But instead, I'm going to give you a kiss.
Chad, hit me with that rolling pin. I want to see whether I got the best or the worst of that.
Oh, Granny, have you seen Shorty?
No, not since he come home to eat.
I prepared his lunch. He sat down, took one bite, and disappeared.
That's simple. He's out looking for a decent meal.
No, listen, Granny.
He's probably upstairs changing so he won't get food on his good clothes.
Yeah, Jed and me'll fetch him.
Hey, where do you reckon Shorty's head for in such a hurry?
You seen him?
Yes, sir, going through the parlor, lickety split headed for the front door.
And we got him. Jethro, stand and watch out front. Come on, Chad.
Not only is Shorty gone, but so's Jethro.
Duke, on your feet, boy. We're going to give that nose of yours another workout.
You were right, Jed. He's up there wading in the secretarial pool again.
Shorty? Shorty Killens? What do you want? What do you think we want?
We want you to come home and behave yourself.
One other thing. How do you get past Jethro?
He didn't.
Jethro, you supposed to keep eye on Shorty.
I am. He ain't been out of my sight.
Jethro wanted to stop me at the front door, but I said if he'd show me mercy, I'd show him faith.
Yeah. Say a lot of faith.
Oh, Mr. Clappett, Mr. Heller, thank goodness you're here.
Howdy, Mr. Drysdale.
Will you please get those two clowns out of my secretarial pool? They're disrupting the whole bank.
We'll get him out.
I don't understand how they got in. I posted my best guard outside the door of the secretarial pool.
Hey, fellas, how'd you get past the guard?
They didn't. I stayed right with them.
Jenkins, did they bribe you?
No, sir, Mr. Drysdale. I was having a cup of coffee and they invited me in for sugar. Say hello to Sugar.
You're fired, both of them. Wait a minute, Mr. Drysdale. Don't fire them. We'll be right out.
Okay, but make it snappy.
I thought you two was going to keep an eye on Shorty.
Don't worry, Granny. He ain't gonna stray far this time.
Yeah, Shad seen to that.
Sounds like Ellie's goat is heading this way.
No, it's Alverna's goat.
Well, I'll be switched. You belled him.
That's right.
Doggone you, Shad Heller. You had to be a blacksmith.
Well, don't make up your mind to it, Shorty. You ain't going no place till after the wedding.
You mean I gotta wear this bell till I get married?
That's the idea.
Well, I hope they take it off after the ceremony. Otherwise, it's likely to be a noisy honeymoon.
I'll tell Elverna you're here.
She knows where I'm at. Everybody knows where I'm at. And I'll be clanging in directly. Yeah, Chad. Remember when the three of us was boys together back in the hills?
Yep.
Remember what good friends we was? Bosom buddies together.
Yep.
Remember how we cut our thumbs and let our blood mix and that made us blood brothers?
Yep.
And remember we swore an oath always to help one another when one of us needed help?
Yep.
Well, listen, fellas.
Nope.
Some brothers you are. I want my blood back.
Jed, it's gonna be right hard to keep that little rooster penned up for 3 days.
Nobody knows that better than me. But I'm counting big on that idea Miss Jane had.
Oh, yeah, where she fixes up the photograph of Alverna.
Yeah.
Chief, shall I take this photograph up to Mr. Clappett now?
Oh, yeah, let's see it.
This is Alverna Bradshaw?
Well, only the head. The body belongs to a beauty contest winner. This should reawaken Shorty's interest in Alverna, don't you think?
I certainly hope so. Anything to keep him out of that secretarial pool.
I planted a picture, Jed.
Good. Miss Jean's out front waiting for our signal.
Here comes Shorty.
Ellen him was a beautiful idea.
What you doing, Chad?
Looking for a picture I brought from back home.
What picture's that?
It's Alverna Bradshaw in a bathing suit.
Don't find it. I just ate.
I sure hope you remembered to bring it, Chad. That magazine is awful anxious to use it.
What magazine's that? Beef Growers Gazette?
Shorty, have you forgotten that Alverna won the Silver Dollar City Beauty Contest?
Ah, come on, Chad. If she's the only one in it, she'd come in second.
Have you ever seen Alverna in a bikini?
If I had, do you think I'd ask her to come out here and marry me?
Oh, good day, Mr. Cliven. Did Mary Helen locate the picture of Alverna Bradshaw?
Not yet.
Here it is, Miss Hathaway.
Oh, good. Bathing Beauty magazine is waiting for it.
Bathing Beauty magazine?
Yes, they publish pictures of beauty queens from all over the world. Well, thank you so much, Mary Helen.
Did I have a look at that picture?
I don't think that would be wise, Mr. Kellums.
Why not?
Well, it's 3 days until your wedding, and this picture's bound to be rather, well, provocative.
Come on, please.
Well, since you are going to marry her.
Shorty, take it easy with that cowbell.
Yeah, if we was out in the country, we'd have every bull in the neighborhood charging us.
Is that really Alverna? It can't be Alverna. It's Alverna! Ah, diggity dog. Look at that figure. I never knowed Alverna's built like that.
Doggy, that woman has got more curves than a goat pad.
I don't know why you fellas are so surprised. Alverna's always had a great shape. She just dresses to hide it.
She sure does.
And keep the magazine waiting. Well, thank you so much, Mary Helen.
Jed, are you sure you have to wait 3 days to get married out here?
That's the law.
Ellie Mae, are you sure Shorty enjoyed the meal I prepared for him?
Oh, yes, ma'am. The way he was shoveling in fiddles, well, his little old bell was just clanging away to beat the bank.
Oh, I am a good cook. My food is very dietetic. Non-fattening, that is. Have you noticed how my figure has slimmed down?
The dandy, Miss Bradshaw. Sounds like Shorty's coming back for more.
Alverna, let's go swimming.
Swimming?
Yeah, pour that beautiful body of yours into one of them bikinis and let's go out and have a look. Yeah, dip.
Good heavens, I haven't been swimming for years.
You don't know what you've been missing. Me too.
But I didn't bring a swimming suit.
Well, I got one you can borrow, Miss Bradshaw.
There you are. And it'll fit you, too. You and Ellie's build it like you know.
You really think so?
2 peas in a pod. Come on, Ellie.
Oh, but it's chilly out there.
Well, it's nice and warm in the sun.
And besides, I know where Granny hides her jug. We'll have a nip at the dip.
Why this sudden craze for swimming?
Oh, it's good for you. Best exercise there is.
It's been so long, I'm not even sure I can swim.
Who cares? We'll just lay around and look at one another. Come on, sex boat.
Short Kellums, you're a naughty little scamp.
Yeah. Just in case we get a chill.
Now, dear, you know I don't approve of alcohol in any form.
Not even that gorgeous form of yours?
No! What am I going to do with you in the next 3 days?
Well, I'll think of something. Go on, Ellie Mae, get her in one of them bikinis, and the bikinier the better.
I just can't say no to you, you little devil.
Come on, Miss Bradshaw.
Gone, that woman. Really rings my bell. good. It's cold. Won't have to waste time swimming.
If Bradshaw wanted me to come along, I hope you don't mind.
Heck no, the more the merrier. Now you, baby. Peel it off.
Wait a minute. I'm chilly.
I fetched along the jug. Have a sip.
Shorty, I told you I do not approve of alcohol. Lips that touch liquor shall never touch mine.
In that case, I won't touch a drop.
Promise?
I swear it. Just to look at your gorgeous figure is going to be intoxicating enough.
Oh, rascal.
Come on, honey. Intoxicate me.
There you go. Here goes the unveiling. He's gone! He's gone! Who? Shorty, my beloved, my betrothed. Oh, it's all my fault. I gave him too much too soon.
Calm down, Alberta. Shorty ain't gone.
I'll vouch for that. I heard him ringing around upstairs just a few minutes ago.
Oh, thank goodness. I was afraid I'd overstimulated him.
Here he comes with bells on.
Hey, everybody. Look what Shorty gave us. He said this Belle is a real girl-getter.
Jethro, how did Shorty get that thing off?
Oh, he didn't. I did.
How did you do it?
I just bent open one of the links on the chain.
Come on, Jed. Let's get old Duke and hit the trail.
I don't think we're going to need the hound dog this time. I know just where he is.
Me too.
What happened, Elverna?
I gave him a glimpse of me in a bikini, and it drove him wild.
That'd do it.
Chief, I'm afraid Shorty's in the secretarial pool again. What? This time he's not only locked the door, but barricaded it.
I've had enough of this. I'm going to call the police.
Shorty, this is Melvin Drysdale speaking, president of the Commerce Bank of Beverly Hills. Where your savings earn you 5% compounded semi-annually, and a checking account gives you the convenience and security.
There's no time for a commercial. There's a wild man barricaded up there with 12 secretaries.
Okay. Shorty, tell 'em the police have the building surrounded. There's absolutely no escape. Come out peacefully, and I won't press any charges.
Just a minute, Mr. Drysdale. I can't hear what you're saying. Would one of you girls turn off that record player for a minute? Now, what do you want?
I want you to release those girls and come out of that building. If you don't, you're going to jail.
That threat of jail don't scare me none. In 3 days, I start serving a life sentence. So I'm going to have me 3 days of joy. Say hello to joy.
Shorty, you come out of there. I'll have the police close in.
They'll never take me alive. Before they can bust in, I'll dance myself to death.
Now, you listen to me. I'm going to count to 5 before the police rush the building. 1.
Excuse me, Mr. Drysdale. Could I say a word to Shorty?
Of course, Mr. Clampett.
Shorty, this is Jed Clampett speaking. Chad's down here with me, and we'd like to remind you of something.
What's that, Jed?
When the 3 of us was boys together, we promised to share and share alike. If one of us had a good thing going, he'd let the others in on it. Right, Chad? He's telling the truth, Shorty.
What are you getting at?
Don't be so stingy. You got a good thing going up there. Let the rest of us in on it.
Hey, Jed, that's a great idea. Come on up, everybody, and join the party.
All right, with you, Mr. Drysdale?
That's a brilliant idea.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're all invited to join the party on the 2nd floor of my bank. And as you enter on the left, you'll find application forms for new accounts. And the man who makes the largest deposit gets to dance with the prettiest secretary. And remember, friends, your money is always safe in the Commerce Bank, the friendly bank, where fun and money go hand in hand. And remember, your account is always insured at the Commerce Bank of Beverly Hills, situated on the corner of Wilshire Boulevard. It's spelled T-O-M-M-E-R-T-E. Commerce Bank of Beverly Hills.
guys beware. Peter Falk is Columbo.
Oh, thank you very much.
Tomorrow night at 5 on Hallmark Channel. Maxine's job is to keep families together,
In just a few minutes, you will be one big happy family.
including her own.
Mom, you have to stop. Stop what? I know you mean well, but you really have to let me grow up.
I thought I did that already.
Amy Brenneman and Tyne Daly in Judging Amy, Monday at 9 on Hallmark Channel.
Back now. Here.
This has been a Film Waste present.